Bryan Mbeumo reveals what Ruben Amorim is doing in training to lead Man United back to glory. Bryan Mbeumo returns to former club Brentford on Saturday, and he is convinced Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has the right approach to make the team successful once again. Bryan Mbeumo says Ruben Amorim's intense training sessions and the demands he puts on his players can lead Manchester United back to the top. Mbeumo, a £71 million summer signing, returns to Brentford tomorrow for the first time since making the switch and has made an immediate impact for United, winning their Player of the Month award for August. Cameroon international Mbeumo has scored twice for United, started every Premier League game, and is almost certain to be named in Amorim's starting lineup for the game against his former club, which sees Amorim aiming to win back-to-back Premier League games for the first time. Asked how he has found working with Amorim, compared to former boss Thomas Frank, Mbeumo said, "Really good. I've found some similarities between them. He always tries to do training in a fun way, and I think this is really important, to get some fun at football, because it makes life more enjoyable. A new manager is a challenge for me. The training sessions are intense. He wants us to do a lot, do big efforts, and that can only help us to be ready on the pitch. I like it. I think it's important to improve and get better each day I'm here, and that's what I always do. With time, the team can be better, and we're going to work really hard for that. We know we're in a difficult moment, but we just need to stick together. The United players, have welcomed me straight away. They're a big part of it. Changing city or club always needs a bit of time, but everyone helped me a lot. When I first arrive somewhere, I don't like to be loud or show myself a lot, but I can go with people well, and now that's what I've done. It's been great. It's a big club, everything about it, and I'm really happy. The teammates and staff and everyone at Carrington are lovely people, so you really want to come and work here every day. So it's really good." Mbeumo joined Brentford from French club Troyes in 2019 and admitted it took him time to adjust to the change of culture as well as the differences on the pitch in terms of the playing style. "The culture is obviously different, so it was a big change, and the food as well," said Mbeumo. "It's so different. The language as well, even though I could speak a little bit of English before, but especially the food. The porridge was different. I'd never had it before I came here. Do I have it every morning now? No. I would say League Two is more tactical than the Championship, but the Championship is more physical and with intensity. And the same with England in general. In the Premier League, there are more intense games than in the French League." Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. William Saliba makes triple Real Madrid admission amid Arsenal contract breakthrough. Arsenal star William Saliba is set to sign a new contract with the defender, mentioning long-term admirers Real Madrid on numerous occasions in a recent interview. William Saliba has made 3 Real Madrid references in a new interview after agreeing to a long-term Arsenal contract. Extension talks have been ongoing in the background for some time, and now an agreement has been reached, with sporting director Andrea Berta continuing to make a huge impact at the club. The France international is set to become one of the club's highest earners with a commitment made to spend key years of his career at Arsenal after Mikel Arteta convinced him to be part of the project at Emirates Stadium. His extension is expected to stop Real from making a move for his services with their plan to try and sign him as a free agent in the summer of 2027 or potentially on the cheap 12 months earlier, scuppering Los Blancos' plans. Saliba will become the latest key figure at the Gunners to sign a new contract with Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Miles Lewis-Skelly, all recently penning fresh and improved terms. There are also discussions underway for Bukayo Saka to be handed a new deal. With the 24-year-old firmly in the headlines, Sky Sports Premier League conveniently released an 8.5-minute video titled, "William Saliba Answers the Internet's Most Asked Questions." In the clip, he is asked for his footballing idol, if he ever played in a different position and the toughest striker he has played against. Unsurprisingly, his international teammate Kylian Mbappé was the response to the latter after facing him twice last season in the Champions League. When giving his answers to other questions, Saliba made a further 2 Madrid admissions, with one as a slight concern, but the other as an early sign of his commitment to Arsenal. Sergio, Ramos, or Maldini? He said when asked for who he believes is the greatest center-back of all time. "I didn't watch Maldini, but I watched Ramos, and he is number 1 or 2. He was a leader and won a lot of trophies. They had a great team, but in big moments he scored goals while leading the back line. He won the World Cup and Euros, so for me, he is the one. Given the fact he spent well over a decade at Real, Saliba potentially wanting to follow in Ramos' footsteps would have been understandable, but an answer later on in the interview confirmed why he loved Arsenal over Real and Barcelona from a young age. My first shirt, he revealed when asked for his earliest memory of Arsenal. My mum put me in Thierry Henry's shirt, and that was my first memory. I wore that shirt a lot. In Paris, you had a lot of Arsenal fans, but where I was from, they preferred Real Madrid and Barcelona. But for me, the Arsenal shirt was a proper one. When mentioning the two La Liga giants, Saliba also somewhat scoffed before tapping the Arsenal badge on his shirt upon referencing his current club to further make his feelings clear. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Arsenal to launch huge Kenan Yildiz swoop? Gunners linked with €60 million swap deal to sign Juventus ace. Arsenal could reportedly launch a mega Kenan Yildiz swoop as the Gunners have been linked with a €60 million, £52M/$70M swap deal to sign the Juventus ace. The 20-year-old attacking midfielder has been on fire for the old lady this term. With 2 goals and 4 assists in just 5 appearances, Yildiz has rocketed to the top of Juve's list of untouchables. North London's obsession with Yildiz. Radio reports that Mikel Arteta and his recruitment chiefs are crazy about the Turkish international. Behind the scenes, initial conversations are said to have been sparked, although it remains unclear whether they've reached out to the player's camp, Juventus directly, or both. What is clear, however, is Arsenal's burning intent to bring Yildiz to the Emirates. Details of the deal. Arsenal are willing to table €60 million in cash along with Leandro Trossard as bait. Juventus, though, reportedly value Yildiz closer to the €80 to €100 million, £70M/$94M £87M/$117M bracket, making the proposed package a test of their resolve. For Juve, the Belgian winger offers experience and versatility, having proven himself both in the Premier League and on the European stage. But at 31 this December, his resale value is slim compared to the rising star they currently possess. The offer highlights Arsenal's determination, but also exposes the gulf in valuation between the two clubs. Juve digging in their heels. Sources close to the Italian club insist the Bianconeri want to hold on to their prized asset. In fact, Juve are already working to lock Yildiz down on a fresh contract running until 2030, with improved terms designed to fend off suitors. That long-term plan signals just how central the young midfielder is to their future vision, particularly as they look to rebuild around a new generation of talent. Letting him go now, even with €60 million plus Trossard on the table, would be a bitter pill to swallow. The club hierarchy is also mindful of the message a sale would send to fans, with Yildiz fast becoming a symbol of their revival and a beacon for the next chapter in Turin. Arteta desperate for more firepower. Despite strengthening his front line in the summer, with the likes of Ebereki, Victor Gyökeres, and Noni Madueke, Arteta is still keen to inject fresh creativity and youth into his attack. Yildiz, with his ability to glide past defenders and unlock tight games, fits the bill perfectly. The Turkish starlet's flair, vision, and fearless approach to big matches make him an ideal candidate to take Arsenal's attack to the next level. Arteta views him not just as a short-term addition, but as a cornerstone for the club's long-term ambitions. With the Gunners battling on multiple fronts, including a return to the Champions League knockout stages, the Arsenal boss believes that adding a player of Yildiz's caliber could be the difference between competing and truly conquering. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Man United learn how much PSG are willing to offer for Marcus Rashford. Paris Saint-Germain have taken a shine to Marcus Rashford after watching him star for Aston Villa and Barcelona, according to a Spanish report, which has revealed how much the French giants are willing to pay Manchester United for the forward, as Team Talk analyses whether this rumor has any legs. Rashford joined Barcelona on a season-long loan deal from Man United in the summer of 2025. This came after the England international forward spent the second half of last season on loan at Aston Villa, where he scored 4 goals and gave 6 assists in 17 appearances. Team Talk's transfer correspondent, Fraser Fletcher, has long reported that Rashford's dream has always been to play for Barcelona. And that came true in the summer when last season's Spanish champions struck a loan deal with Man United with the option to make it permanent for £26 million, €30 million, $35.1 million next summer. According to TBR, Barcelona are hoping to make Rashford's loan deal permanent in January for a discount. As Rashford continues to star for Barcelona, PSG are showing interest in the 27-year-old, according to Notices. The Catalan news outlet has reported that PSG manager Luis Enrique is personally keen on a deal for Rashford, with the defending French and European champions willing to offer Manchester United €45 million, £39.2 million, $53 million, for the England international. This is bad news for Barcelona, as although they have the option to sign Rashford on a permanent deal, the player himself could be convinced to move to PSG and play for the French powerhouse. PSG won the Champions League last season and are a force to be reckoned with star winger Ousmane Dembele also winning the 2025 Ballon d'Or. The Parisian club's stance on Rashford, though, will be welcomed by the Man United Chiefs, including co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe and director of football Jason Wilcox. Rashford has scored 2 goals and given 1 assist in 6 matches in all competitions for Barcelona this season, with both his goals coming against Newcastle United at St. James Park in the Champions League last week. Could PSG really be interested in Marcus Rashford? PSG's reported interest in Rashford will come as a surprise to some, especially as manager Luis Enrique does not lack in attacking talents. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, Bradley Barcola, Ousmane Dembele, Desire Doué, Kang-in Lee, and Ibrahim Bey are the wide options for PSG at the moment. Goncalo Ramos is the only recognized striker at PSG, and perhaps Rashford could be seen as a number 9. Although Rashford has played as a number 9 at Man United, he is at his best when coming in off the wing. This is not the first time that PSG have been linked with Rashford. L'Equipe reported in April that PSG were in talks with Rashford over a 2025 summer move. The respected French publication claimed that last season's Ligue 1 and Champions League winners wanted to sign Rashford in the summer of 2022, too. Rashford is 27 now and is at the top of his game, so it would be remiss to suggest that PSG are at least not throwing admiring glances at the Man UTD-owned forward, having previously been keen on him. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Arne Slot can't hide frustration at stupid Hugo Ekitike dismissal. Liverpool head coach Arne Slot was not happy with match winner Hugo Ekitike's stupid red card in the 2-1 Carabao Cup win over Southampton. The 23-year-old replaced Alexander Isak after the £125 million British record signing opened his account at half-time, but his first involvement was to be booked for punching the ball away in frustration. And when he slid home Federico Chiesa's pass 5 minutes from time to put Liverpool ahead again after Shea Charles had equalized, he wheeled away to the corner flag and removed his shirt before holding it up for the cameras. It left referee Thomas Bramall with option but to issue a second caution followed by the red card, meaning the Frenchman will be suspended for the Premier League leaders' trip to Crystal Palace on Saturday. Needless? Yes. And it was stupid. The first one was already needless and to a certain extent, stupid, as you have got to control your emotions, said Slot. I told him that if you score in the Champions League final in the 87th minute after outplaying 3 players and hitting it in the top corner, I can maybe understand. He is like, this is all about me, what did I do? But I am old-fashioned, I'm 47 and old. I never played at this level but did score a few goals, and if I scored a goal like this, I'd have turned around and walked up to Federico Chiesa and said, this goal is all about you. This is not about me. It's always the best to control your emotions. If you can't, do it in a way that doesn't lead to a yellow card. The red card was the second low point as 18-year-old debutant Giovanni Leone, who had enjoyed a trouble-free night, was carried off on a stretcher with a serious-looking knee injury and will undergo a scan to determine the damage. He is down because, for him, it didn't feel good immediately. Normally the emotions of a player tell you a lot, added Slot. Amid all the late mayhem, Isak's expertly taken maiden goal just before the break was almost forgotten. I should have scored earlier as well. It is part of being a striker, you miss some and score some, the Swede told ITV. I feel confident in myself that things will work out, and when I get chances I will put them away. Slot, joking that no one mentions Isaac's transfer fee, added, "It is only 6 or 7 days ago he made his debut, so time goes so fast, but we got him not in the best circumstances in terms of match fitness, as he missed Newcastle's preseason. So the best moments will hopefully start when he comes back from the Sweden national team next month. Then we can expect even more from him, but until now I'm very happy." Southampton boss will still at least saw the funny side of the red card for Ekatike, whom he had as a player at Reims. "Hugo cracks me up. We caught up before the game, and he said he would come on and score and give me his shirt and be are off," he said. Still was frustrated his side did not help themselves. "We had a massive chance, hit the crossbar, somehow not put the ball in the back of the net in 30 to 40 seconds they have gone up the other end, and we have put it on a plate for them," he said. "It sums up our season so far. We seem to keep shooting ourselves in the foot." Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.